We are looking for river otter poop today. So we have at least 18 river otter latrines that we've monitored in the past on SERC's campus, and there are at least 3 that are pretty active year-round. As an apex predator, they eat a wide variety of prey, and that gives us a snapshot of what's in the environment, both prey and parasites, and that can give us information about the health of the ecosystem. If they've pooped, you will smell the nice odor of fish from what they've left behind. River otters are really social at latrines. They sort of have poop parties. They do a little poop dance when they go to the bathroom, and they vocalize a lot to communicate with each other. River otters can serve as a sentinel, or sort of a canary in the coal mine, for collecting things that are in the water that are relevant to people on the shoreline. So what we learn about their poop can help us study disease and risk to humans in urban spaces along the shore. Not much is known about North American river otters in the Chesapeake Bay, and so this research we're doing was one of the first studies to actually quantify some of their diet and habits in this area. We have river otter scat right here. There are a couple of different piles of it, and you can see that it's river otter scat because of this unusual shape. So river otter poop gives us clues about their diet and parasites that we can study without bothering the otters themselves. We pick up just what we need. Then we will take this back to the lab to extract DNA and figure out what's inside. So what we do is sort of like poop forensics. So we will be taking our fresh river otter scat and starting the process of DNA extraction. We separate out the tissue, pick the right amount, and move it into a sterile tube, and eventually add some different buffers that help break down the tissue in the poop. And that's the piece that we will extract DNA from. Eventually, we will end up with just DNA in a tube that's filtered and clean and ready for our next steps. We amplify that DNA to make lots and lots of copies of it. We tag it in a special way and eventually end up with these short barcode fragments of DNA sequences that we can use a database to identify what those DNA sequences are from. With that data, we try to figure out what the diet and parasites of these river otters were. So was this a parasite of the river otter? Was this a parasite of the fish prey that the otter ate? And all of that information is relevant to their ecology. We really hope this research will inform our ecological understanding of these areas and potential threats to humans and coastal waterways. We really can learn so much about our environment from just a little bit of river otter poop.